Hey, this is Sin from Ministry and the Revolting Cocks, and you're about to watch Metal Sin TV.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Metal Sin, host for Evil Pinup Girls and Vamps and Tramps. And tonight I'm here with Sin Quirin of Ministry, Revolting Cocks, and ReVamp.
Hey now.
Yeah, it's great to see you since Club L. We partied last time.
Yes, good to see you again. Absolutely.
Woo! So tell me, I see you're on tour with DJ Hardware. How's that so far?
It's been great. We just did our first 2 shows in Houston and Dallas, and it was a lot of fun. You know, it's we're doing something a little different. It's basically DJ Hardware doing his live mixing, and I'm playing live guitar on top of that. So it's a little different. You know, we're learning as we go, but the crowd seems to be, you know, digging what we're doing, and we're sort of experimenting every night on stage. But it's kind of cool to hear like Ministry tracks and Revolting Cocks tracks, you know, done in a DJ sort of atmosphere, you know. So it's going really well.
Nice, nice. Yeah. So new Revolting Cocks album comes out in February. Why on tour? Tell us about that album.
Actually, it comes out March 3rd, and it's called Sexo Olympico, and we're supposed to be touring on that record starting sometime in April or May, and it got pushed back, you know, just because we wanted to get the right promotion behind it. We didn't want to rush it. It's been ready for a year, so these songs are actually a little old to me now. But you know, it's a great record. I think people are going to dig it. It's I kind of went back to the older, you know, I tried to go back to an older Revolting Cocks sound. So we'll see what people think, you know, but March 3rd is when it comes out.
March 3rd.
Yeah.
March 3rd.
Yes.
So how did you grow from the first album to the second album?
Well, you know, I've did a lot of touring in between that, and, you know, just hanging out with Al and everybody there at the whole Ministry 13th Planet, you know, camp. I try to soak in and absorb as much as possible, and you know, I always try to go back to the roots of these bands and try and, you know, implement some of those things into my writing. And you know, everything goes by Al, and he, you know, gives me his suggestions and what to do, what not to do, what direction to go in. So, you know, music's, it's a constant learning thing. You know, you never get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm done. Like,
of course.
You know, this is it. You learn every day, just from hanging out with all these, you know, Tommy Victor and Tony Campos from Static X, and, you know, Aaron Rossi, you know, just from hanging out with all those guys. So. Yeah.
So Ministry, The Last Sucker, Grammy cover-up, Best Metal Performance. How did that feel? Being nominated.
It feels amazing. I never thought in a million years I'd be nominated for a Grammy. You know what I mean? It's Ministry's 5th Grammy nomination. Haven't won yet. It's my first nomination, so I'm really excited about it. I know it sounds real cliche, you know, but I'm honestly not really thinking about winning. I'm honored and I'm flattered, you know, to be in the company of which I'm in. You know, we're up against Metallica, Judas Priest, Slipknot, and Dragon Force. So we'll see what happens, you know. But I'm really excited about it, and, you know, I still can't believe that, you know, I'm now a Grammy-nominated artist. You know, it's weird. You know, it's crazy. I mean, I grew up just blocks from here, you know, in East LA, you know, and did all the clubs, man. I started in backyard parties, and, you know,
that's how it starts. That's
you know what I mean?
Starts,
it's like I did the whole Baldwin Park, West Covina. I did all those. You know, those were my first shows, and
I remember that too.
Yeah, you know, and it's like it's a trip, man, because you through those years, you get a lot of doors like slammed in your face, and a lot of people telling you that, you know, oh, you're never gonna make it out of LA, you're never gonna do this, you're never gonna do that. I heard that constantly, you know what I mean? And to now, you know, be a Grammy nominated artist, it's just, I don't know, it feels kind of cool. The ReVamp tour is what I'm on with DJ Hardware right now. I'm actually flying to Denver tomorrow morning. We've got Denver and Salt Lake City this weekend, and we have shows booked up until mid March right now, and they keep being added on. So you know, it's going really well. I'm excited that people are digging it. You know, it's something new and different for me. We hope to have a ReVamp CD out pretty soon. So, you know, hopefully people come out and dig it.
Nice. What about the Revolting Cocks tour?
The Revolting Cocks tour, which is, what do we call it? I think it's going to be called the Lubricate Tour, I think.
Lubricate.
I think, I'm not positive. It was, yeah, I think that's the name that we decided. Again, it's supposed to start sometime April or May. May get pushed into summer. I'm not sure. You never know with these things. But that'll be about a month and a half, close to 2 months in the States. And then we hope to go to Europe, you know, for another month or two as well. So, you know, that'll happen middle of this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you keep up with all these bands at the same time? Isn't that like really hard?
It is.
It is. I'm sure it is.
It's a little tough. I mean, I'm in technically 3 projects right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a little tough. Sometimes I do have to kind of sit back and, you know, breathe and kind of, you know, realize, okay, I have to put, you know, focus on this or that or the other, because you can't get all your ideas all combined. And, you know, ministry is very different from RevCo. RevCo is very different from ReVamp. So, you know, I have to keep all those things in focus and in mind, you know, when I'm working on each project. So,
nice.
Yeah.
How did you actually join ministry? How did it start?
My previous band shared the same booking agent as ministry, and he introduced me to Al Jorgensen about 5-6 years ago, something like that, and we just kind of remained in contact. And in 2005, when it was time for him to put the RevCo, the Revolting Cocks touring lineup together, he just called me and he said, "Hey, you know, would you be interested in playing guitar on the tour?" I said, "Yeah, you know, of course." And so that's how that started. I came into that tour. Then he asked, after that tour, he asked if I wanted to write music for the ministry album, which was For the Last Sucker. And so I co-wrote half of that album. And then while I was in the studio is when he asked if I wanted to join the band. And here I am.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think about the whole metal industrial scene now these days?
You know, I don't know if there really is one. I mean, and if there is, like, honestly, I don't know, like, what's industrial now? Like, what's considered industrial? Like, you know, you have to use, you know, X amount of hammer sounds in your song to be industrial, or, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different, like, subgenres that have come up now. I honestly don't know. I mean, there's a few bands that I like that they tell me are industrial, but I don't know. I don't really know. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's like the band's name is what should separate, you know, every band, because, you know, everything changes throughout the years, you know. Yeah.
So, any comments you like to tell your fans?
You know what? Just a big thank you to all of our fans, all the Piss Ants, which is our ministry fans. You know, without all of them, we wouldn't be here. We appreciate everybody's help and support. You know, keep the scene alive. Go out and support your local bands. Just a big thank you to everybody. You know, we hope to see you out on tour.
So, tell me, where can people contact you guys at?
Obviously on MySpace, myspace.com/ministrymusic, MySpace/Revolting Cocks, and the ReVamp tour is the brand new one with myself and DJ Hardware.
Nice. Yeah. Well, thanks for me taking the time to interview you. It was really great working with you. It's awesome. You. Check out Quirin Ministry.
My pleasure. The Grammys, February 8th.
Yeah, February 8th. Check that out. I am Metalsin, host for Evil Pinup Girls and Vamps and Tramps, and you're watching Metalsin TV. Horns up and keep on going, baby.